We have some exhibits that we are going to share with you tonight about the Doordash platform. I have about 10 exhibits I want to share with you. For those of you that don't do DoorDash, DoorDash has a problem with their math. As you see here on the bottom, it's showing that deliveries last 30 days are 277, and it's showing the lifetime deliveries are 4,167. DoorDash has a serious problem. So I'm going to go ahead and go through my app starting from June the 15th, the day that I dropped from platinum status and made my way all the way back up to platinum status from silver status. Note, June 15th, just in case you want to know. June 15th, 2024 at 9:29 p.m. I was having issues with my phone. There were a couple orders that came through. I accepted them and I decided I wanted to decline them. I wanted to cancel the orders. So I canceled the orders and my acceptance rating dropped to 94%, dropping me from the platinum tier on DoorDash down to silver status. The acceptance rating that I have put me originally at the platinum level, 97% acceptance rating. It was 100%, but your phone gets acting up. You cannot punch the button in time, so you lose out on those offers. So I was at 97%. My completion rating was at 97% that day as well, June 15th. Then there were a couple offers, like I say, they came through. I accepted them and then I canceled them and they dropped me down to the silver status. Thus you see this 94% completion rating. But there's something I want to show you because many people, the Dashing Investor on YouTube, Dashing with John, and myself, we had a challenge to see if we could take these numbers, our acceptance rating and our completion rating, up to 100%. The way DoorDash tabulates math, there's something inside whatever the programmer for my app, Dashing Investors app, or Dashing with John's app, maybe their algorithm is crazy. It's specific. It targets certain individuals to let their app lag instead of tabulating the account properly. DoorDash, as you know, or maybe you do not know, with DoorDash, if you decline, you're going to drop 1 point immediately. And when you offer, say I'm at 100% and I decline an offer, they're going to immediately drop me down to a 99% acceptance rating. If I accept the next offer that comes in, I'm still going to be stuck at a 99% acceptance rating. You would think that, okay, it would be a 1-for-1, but not so with DoorDash. If I accept a second order, I will probably still be stuck at 99% acceptance rating. Thus, I'm going to show you on my app. This is Exhibit A. At, like I said, 9:29 p.m. is when I got this notification that I am going to be at 94% completion rating. And this was June 15th, just a few days ago. Exhibit B is going to say, this Exhibit B took the screenshot on June the 16th at 3:20 p.m. because when I got the notification on June 15th that I had dropped down, I just decided, hey, go offline, call it a night with DoorDash, and try again tomorrow. So on June the 16th, I went online with DoorDash, and this was roughly 3:20 p.m. in the afternoon. That was Father's Day. And you see here, it said in the last 30 days, my deliveries, I did 276, and my lifetime deliveries were 4,167. And you see here, the previous night when I shut it down on the 15th, it says 4,167. The way DoorDash operates is each day that you work, the previous 30 days, the deliveries you made, they drop off. So you'll see when it says deliveries last 30 days, the number is going to fluctuate. After midnight, it fluctuates. Either it'll drop off or it's usually what it does. You have to stay consistent. If you're doing 5 per day, the number is going to be consistent, or some of them are going to drop off. Some days I do 20, some days I do 5, 10, 20, more, less. Just depends on how I feel and what I want to do. But anyway, on June the 16th, you see 3:20 p.m. It's showing that my lifetime deliveries are 4,167. Before I start my shift with DoorDash, I just always like to check these numbers just to see how their math is going to go for that day. So, like I say, June 15th, around 9:20 p.m., I was at lifetime deliveries of 4,167. Pay attention to that lifetime deliveries number. And you see, this was at 3:20 p.m., the time stamp in my cell phone. The next time stamp we have is 3:30 p.m. So I was getting ready to go. Just want to double check to see if the numbers have moved at all, because DoorDash is fluid. Different times of the day, the numbers change, the numbers stay the same. Hadn't done any work yet, so I'm still stuck at 4,167. This is Exhibit C. Exhibit D. Look at this. We got some movement here. I put this little clown here, this little celebration. We got some movement here. Previously, I was at 4,167. Now we got some movement. I'm at 4,178. I did 2 deliveries, and this is at, 8:37 a.m. on June the 17th. Got some traction, got some movement. So here we go. We're moving on. We're moving on. And it's showing here that at 9:41 a.m. on June the 17th, I am at 4,179. What's going on here? I've done 2 deliveries already, and yet the lifetime delivery, the number is not moving. What's going on here, DoorDash? What's going on? Back on June the 15th, when I started, when I had the 94%, I was at 4,167. What's going on here, DoorDash? What's going on? I'm going to go ahead and try to zoom through this. But here, as you can see, 8:37 a.m., June 17th. I think I got up and started working early that day. Look, we got some movement, 4,178. June 17th, 9:41, we got some movement. Well, actually, it's we got some movement. It's at 4,179. It moved up 1 point. Although I did 2 deliveries, it only moved up 1 point. What's going on here, DoorDash? What's going on? Remember this number, 4,167. Remember that number. That's where we started, 4,167. Exhibit F. We got some movement here on the last 30 days. I'm working. This is June 17th at 12:30 p.m. I'm working. So the last 30 days, the number is going up. It's showing that I did 283 deliveries within the last 30 days. But yet, the lifetime deliveries, the number is still not moving. How can the 30 days be moving when I'm constantly doing deliveries, but yet the lifetime deliveries, they're not moving? Pay attention to Exhibit G. Look at this. Exhibit G. 1:28 p.m. Got some movement the last 30 days. I did 2 more deliveries. 285 in the last 30 days. But yet the lifetime deliveries is still at 4,179. Come on, DoorDash. What's going on with your system? I did a video about this. You can go in my app. You can go in the GoGiggy YouTube channel. You can listen to what support had to tell me. They told me the reason this number on the bottom is not moving, the 4,179, is because my phone had an issue. I had an app issue with my phone. They said, yeah, you need to uninstall and reinstall the DoorDash app. But did I listen to them? No, because it's not my phone, it's their app. My phone's not responsible for tabulating all of this stuff. And many of you dashers, just from my experience, you all are getting messed over because many of you are depending on these numbers to get you to the next level. Maybe you're at the bottom, maybe you're silver, maybe you're at gold, trying to reach platinum. And these numbers, if they don't tabulate correctly, gonna hold you back, hold you down. Even as Top Dasher, I missed out on Top Dasher of March of this year because finally figured out what was going on. I'm like, look, I know I've done enough deliveries in the past 30 days to make Top Dasher. What's going on here? So call DoorDash the next day. Hey, I'm not Top Dasher. What happened? Oh, you didn't have enough of this. You didn't have enough of that. When in actuality, I did because you can see here, their math is not mathing. They're not tabulating. They say it's system generated. When I call in and ask them, hey, why are my numbers moving? They say, oh, it's system generated. Okay, so somewhere there is a disconnect between the last 30 days and the lifetime deliveries. Why can't the engineers fix this problem? Constantly have this problem every month. So my encouragement to you, if you're going to stick with DoorDash, make sure you just stay consistent. If you're going to do 5 a day, do 150 per month. If you want to be platinum, just do them, knock them out, get them out the way. That way you don't have to worry about this rotating or changing system. You don't have to worry about that. Just do about 120, 150 every month. Keep your 30 days above 100. That way, when the rolling dates, the rolling numbers go on, they lower, lower, lower. Between 120 and 150 a month will keep you right there where you need to be. And be consistent. If you want to do 5 a day, do 5 a day. You want to do 10, 20, whatever. My consistency is do a minimum of 5 a day. 6 days a week, 5 days. If I do 30 per week, hey, I'm good. 30 per week should be pretty easy, whether they're the $2 ones or whatever. Just do 30 per week. For me, I'm good. That puts me right where I need to be, so I'm good to go. But look at this. Keeps on going. It gets even better than this. 4,179. And I put this crying because I named this the Tears for the Tears. This Dash Rewards program, to me, tears for tears. Many people are crying about this situation. They're not making money. Many things are happening. So I call it the Tears for Tears. I have the crying emoji at the bottom, and then I have the celebrating emoji there as well. That shows when the number is moving, celebrate. I'm happy. But when I see the lifetime deliveries, that number is not moving. It's like, hey, what's going on? That's why I term it the Tears for Tears. All right, you see here, June 17th at 7:59 p.m. Still out working. And it shows here that for the lifetime deliveries for this day, I have 299 trips that I have completed. Deliveries I've completed for DoorDash. And remember, what did we start at? What was the number we started at? We're getting some movement on the 30 days, but nothing on the lifetime deliveries. Okay, so on June the 17th, I'm done. I worked 6 hours. I made $136.22. Of course, I multi-app. I do Uber too, so that number is actually higher in that 6 hours than what you're seeing here. I think it was like almost $300 for this day. But anyway, you can see it was somewhere like I want to say 250, maybe, yeah, somewhere around 250. I don't know the exact number. I think I ended up the day almost $300. But anyway, you can see 136.22. I made 21 deliveries. So what would that be? 41.79, the lifetime deliveries, plus 21. I started the day at 41.79 plus 21. Is your mathing? What do you think that would be? Should be 4,200 if I'm right. And this screenshot here is 8 p.m. So let's see what happens on the next screenshot. This is Exhibit I. If you go to court, you're going to need exhibits. They ask for exhibit this, exhibit that. So that's why I'm doing this style. So Exhibit J. Let's see what's going to say here. The next morning, 10:11 a.m. I wake up, getting ready to roll, do DoorDash, check my app, and look, June 18th, 11 a.m., after completing 21 DoorDash deliveries the previous day, my lifetime deliveries, you see the emoji, still stuck at 4,179. What's going on, DoorDash? You see? Here we go. It says I ended the shift with 21 completed at 8 p.m. on June 17th. Shut my DoorDash app down, didn't do anymore. Then the next day, when I woke up, got ready to go, checked out, because like I say, I set my day for DoorDash from 11 a.m. to 4, from 11 a.m. to 4 a.m. the following day. Although I don't work all those hours, I just set it anyway, go do as many hours as I want, shut it down, log out, and I'm done. So I set that consistent schedule so the algorithm knows, okay, Ronald's available at this time. He may work this full shift, he may not. I don't work till 4 a.m. But anyway, as you can see, 10:11 a.m. on June the 18th, which is today, or well, it was yesterday now, Tuesday. It's showing I have 4,179. Call DoorDash and like, hey, not getting any movement on my number. What's up with this? Like, you need to refresh your app. Like I say, there's a video on the channel. If you want to take your time to listen to it, watch it, see their response, see my response, go ahead. Anyway, last 30 days is showing 293, and it's showing 4179, and I'm still at a 94% completion rating. This is Exhibit J. Exhibit K is showing that, okay, what do we got going on here? At 12:21 p.m., I got an adjustment. DoorDash algorithm decides, okay, and I've been noticing this pattern with DoorDash that usually around 12 o'clock in the afternoon, something between 10 and 12 is when the numbers seem to change. So I don't know if it's just in California, because they're based out of California, the algorithm there. Here it's 12 o'clock my time. There it's 9 o'clock. So I don't know if it's some switch they turn on in California, where the headquarters is, and that starts over the day. But the DoorDash day starts at midnight. Midnight, the day ends and starts the next day. So there's some kind of disconnect in their app. So today, they send me a feedback after I talked to yesterday, talked to support, say, hey, the number's not moving. Talked to the guy, they said, okay, what's your feedback? So I sent them some feedback. Hey, y'all need to change all this stuff. You need to address all these issues that we are having on your app. Excuse me. But we got some movement. 4,200 lifetime deliveries. Okay, it's probably where it should be. But maybe the number is even higher actually than that. I've been doing DoorDash since 2020. So the number is possibly higher than that. It used to be one of my secondary apps, and now it's one of my top two apps. I used to do more Lyft and Uber, and now I do more DoorDash and Uber instead of Lyft. I rarely do Lyft anymore. And anyway, I got some movement, 4,200. So sometimes just call DoorDash, call support, be nice to them, stroke their ego, stroke them like a little kitty cat, make them purr, reverse psychology, people say. Sometimes this stuff helps. Just be nice. So I was nice to the guy, cordial. You'll see it on the video, you'll hear. Okay, so I'm at 4,200. All right, it's a good day. But I'm still at a completion rating of 94%. So, and look, I started this journey, Exhibit A. When I went down to 94% completion rating, I started at 4,167. Let me do some math. 4,167. Remember that number. 4,107. Let me get back to this. So here we are. We're done. 4,200. That is interesting. 4,200 minus 4,167. Do you know what number that is? If my math serves me right, it's about 33. I'm stuck at 94% completion rating. And so far I've done 33 completed deliveries. Hmm, interesting. If I don't complete a trip, if I unassign, if I accept it and unassign, like right now, that number will go down immediately to 93. But yet, I started at 4167. Now I'm at 4200. 33 completed deliveries later, and I am still at 97% acceptance rating and 94% completion rating. What's going on here, DoorDash? What's going on? Your math is not mathing. Then when we call support, they always say, oh, it's system generated. System generated. Okay. So you cannot get movement on this. There's nothing they can do. It's system generated. Okay. So you're preventing a lot of people from actually being successful on your apps. Being at 94%. Although one of the other dashers told me on one of the videos I watched, I don't remember who it was, to always schedule. No matter, I think it was, I think it was Doordash Diaries. He says I think it was him. He said he would always schedule. It was somebody, one of the big names back in the day. They said they always schedule. No matter if you're a top dasher or whoever, just always schedule. So secure a schedule. So that's what I did. I secured a schedule because had I not secured the schedule, there were some days when I could not, at 94% silver status, I could not work schedule the 11 to 4. Although I scheduled and then I had to change the schedule. Once I scheduled, or I went out and worked a couple hours, and when I ended the shift, nothing else was available until later on. It wasn't like normal being top dash or platinum with the dash now or dash anytime. So anyway, 33 trips I completed, deliveries, and I'm still stuck at 94%. That's very interesting. And this is 3 days later, almost 3 whole days later. Show you the next exhibit L. All right. So today, 3:32 p.m., I completed a couple extra trips and boom, got my platinum status back. They sent me a little dash diamond as an emoji dancing. Hey, I got it back. High priority for high paying offers. Access to large orders, which I got a couple large pizza orders today. So hey, or one large one anyway. Dash now anytime, a feature that I really, really love because I like to go to different parts of the United States, visit friends and family. Want to stay longer? I can have a working vacation. I don't have to worry about taking money out to the bank or wasting money. I want to go to Florida or wherever I want to go with me and my wife. We want to do a working vacation. Hey, go here, test this market, see what it's like. Save some money. Don't spend all our money in one place. But anyway, Exhibit L, you see. I made it back. And it says, start platinum status. So we're rolling. And you see the little Uber. I'm online with Uber, so hey, Pi app. And here we go. The ratings, rewards. Here they all are. VIP Dasher support, early access to scheduling. My acceptance rating is still 97% after completing how many? More than 33. It's probably at this point about 35 requests that I had completed. And now look at this. Something strange is happening here. Look at this. At 8:25 p.m., it says here, I've completed 305 deliveries in the last 30 days. Let me backtrack just a little bit. And it's showing that my number is at 4201. This is a kicker. Go back to this last slide here. You see this? This was at 12:21 p.m. today, June 18th. Says my deliveries the last 30 days were 295. And at this point, when I started at 94%, my lifetime deliveries were at 4,200. 33 later. You see the number there? 94%. Remember that last 30 days, 295. And remember, DoorDash's day starts over at midnight. This is 12:21 p.m. When they told me I have 4,200 deliveries, I'm still stuck at 94%. Plus the last 30 days are 295. Watch this. June 18th at 8:25 p.m. Exhibit M is showing that in the last 30 days, I did 305 deliveries. My lifetime deliveries are at 4,201. So basically, if you go back to Exhibit K, it's showing 295 in the last 30 days. And now, about 8 hours later, it's showing 305. So it took me 35 deliveries to get my acceptance rate from 94 to 95. And now they're showing that I did another 10 in one day. And this morning I started off at 94%. And after doing 10 deliveries, my completion rating is at 96%. Okay, so the math is definitely not mathing. How is it that I have to do 33 or 35 at 94% to move up? And then when I get to 95%, I only have to do 10 deliveries to get to 96%. Don't you think that's fishy? And my acceptance rating is still at 97%. That fishy to you? Yeah, it is. So you as independent contractors to stay on top of your math with DoorDash. If the math is not matching, every day before you start your shift, check this page out. Your ratings. Doesn't matter if you're top dasher, doesn't matter if you have the rewards program, check your lifetime deliveries, check your last 30 days. And as you work, tabulate. Maybe you just need to work 1 hour shifts, 2 hour shifts, work a block, and see how many deliveries you accept everything and see how many it's going to take for you to move up 1 percentage point. Because this math is not mathing. And I'm quite sure DoorDash knows about this. I don't know if other content creators have talked about this in the past. I haven't watched a lot of their videos. This YouTube thing, a lot of people say many things that aren't true. Many people talk about topics that they have no real experience about or with. They talk about other people's experiences and emails that they've sent them. But until you have the real experience like I'm going through here, the struggle is real. Call support yourself and don't have to email other people and say, hey, can you call support or can you talk to these people for me? No, you just pick up the phone and call them yourself. It's you, it's your money. It only takes a few minutes. Pick up the phone, say, hey, support. My lifetime deliveries are 4,201. And I did 21 deliveries. What's up? Just like I called them when I was at 4179. Call them and say, hey, I completed 21 deliveries today. The number's not moving. What's up? Well, in our system, we can see that you're at 4,800 is what the guy said. You'll hear it on the voice. You'll hear it on the video if you watch it. Well, 4,200 is what our system's showing, but you have a problem with your phone. Uninstall and reinstall the app. Why do I need to do that? It's your system. How can your system calculate the last 30 days, but it cannot calculate accurately the lifetime deliveries and reflect it on my app that I'm using through you all? So I didn't uninstall, reinstall, because I've heard about one of the tricks to uninstall, reinstall, then you can't go online. You're blocked out. You cannot use the DoorDash app. I've heard about it, glitch, so I wasn't willing to risk making money for me and my family. So I let it tabulate itself. I'm not gonna fall into little games like that. So anyway, Exhibit M, here you go. Exhibit N is at 8:50 p.m. Oh, almost done. Showing I still did 305, and I'm still at 4201. Remember, once the calculations got tabulated around 12 o'clock, it said I had 4,200. But yet I did 10 more deliveries, and it's only showing I'm at 4,201. Really? Really, DoorDash? All right. And the last thing I want to share with you all, Exhibit N, 8:50 p.m., 9:44 p.m., Exhibit O. I like to double check. I'm still sitting at 305, 4201, completion rating of 96%, acceptance rating of 97%. I like to check these numbers. The start of my shift, the end of my day. Take a screenshot to see what's going to happen the next day when I wake up. So you, as independent contractors, you got to take the bull by the horns. You got to take your own reins. You got to control your own horse. You control your own destiny doing these apps. You don't always have to rely on somebody else that has a big YouTube channel or might seem more knowledgeable than you. Because no, really, they're not. They pick up the phone just like you. Do they go to corporate office, DoorDash or Uber or Lyft? Do they go to the corporate office? Maybe they have a special contact. You can have your own special contact. All you got to do is pick up the phone and say, hey, I have right now VIP Dasher support because I'm Platinum Dasher. Pick up the phone. Hey, it's your account. Protect yourself. You have a problem with a customer? Protect yourself. Whatever problem you have, pick up the phone and say, hey, that's what they are there for. That's what you are working for, those $2, $3, $10, $30 trips you're taking. They're getting part of the money to answer your questions. They are there to serve you, not for you to serve them. They're there to answer your questions. Just like the customers, we're doing a service to drop their food and products off. VIP support, DoorDash support, Uber support, Lyft support. They're there to serve us. We're not there to serve them. We have a question about our account. They need to be cordial. Answer our questions. Get to the bottom of it. Because we're getting to the bottom of this DoorDash thing. Many people, videos are being made, live streams going on. People are chatting back and forth about their experience in the app. Just like I say, Dashing with John and Dashing Investor. I go on their live streams. I watch them. We're in the chat talking about many things. There are many problems going on with the Dash app. Don't let these apps hold you down. Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, whichever app you work with, Spark, whichever app you work with, don't let them hold you down. Don't let them discourage you. You do you. Stay on the phone with support. Like somebody, they laugh. Hey, Ron, you're always on this phone with support. Yeah, I got to call them. I got to get money. I have things I need to do in my life. If I'm doing a service for them, I expect them to reciprocate. Do a good job for me. I'll do a good job for them, their customers. So reciprocation. Reciprocate, reciprocate, reciprocate. This is Exhibit O. That's the end. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. If I go online with DoorDash, see what happens when I wake up in the morning. Like I say, it is, what time is it? Ooh, it's already 3:04 a.m. It's time to go to sleep. But anyway, here we go. We'll see what happens in a little while when I wake up and see what happens. Yeah, around 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, those 10 trips that I did on the 18th at 4,200, maybe they'll finally give it to me and I'll be at 4210 when I wake up in some hours. So You all be blessed out there as you go and gig it all the time. Y'all be blessed. Let me check one last thing here. Because DoorDash, you can make good money. And on my app, 11 active hours, I made $236.56 this week. My dash time is 19 hours, but the active time is 11 hours, which averaging about $21 per hour. Of course, I do Uber too. I throw that in there. So I do the pause method many times too. Just pause the DoorDash app, and I'm assuming that counts as part of the dash time. So I've got about 8 hours of pause and doing nothing, doing Uber, waiting for requests. But anyway, that's it. That's my story. And what is your market like? What's your average? Have you ever taken your acceptance rate all the way up to 100 from where you're standing now? Try it. Get to 100. See if it's worth it. At least get to Platinum Dasher. Get there. See what it's worth. See if you get high paying offers. See if you get access to large orders. See if you have Dash Now anytime. VIP Dasher support. Early access to scheduling. See if it works. I say, have your own real experience. So when it's time to fight with the gloves on, you can truly say, yes, I was there. I know. I have a record. I have screenshots of my daily activities on these apps. Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, whichever one. I have screenshots. I have records. I have videos on how this thing went. Because you never know. You might need that one day, really, really soon. You just never know. You just never know. So let me check one last thing, make sure I'm coming in hot and clear. And you all, I'm hoping, will have a great rest of your morning. All right, looks like everything's good. So you all have a good rest of your morning. And that'll be that. Have a good night, y'all. Blessings.